So, you all remember the Hunger Games, right? The GOAT of the YA genre. I first read the original trilogy back in 2014 in preparation for the release of Mockingjay Part 1. It's now been a while, and in preparation for the release of Sunriseonthereaping, the second prequel book movie, I decided to reread the entire saga, beginning of course with The Hunger Games, the OG, and well, I stumbled upon a detail that I was genuinely surprised by. A detail I forgot about because they did not include in the movie for a couple of reasons I'm gonna theorize later. For said detail, we're gonna have to go to the almost very end of the book. You'll probably remember at the end of the 74th Hunger Games that the Capitol decided to release some mutations to help move along the games. And at the start of chapter 25, Katniss describes them as such. Mutations, no question about it. I've never seen these mutts, but they're no natural-born animals. They resemble huge wolves, but what wolf lands and then balances easily on its hind legs? What wolf waves the rest of the pack forward with its front paw as though it had a wrist? These things I can see at a distance. Up close, I'm sure there are more menacing attributes will be revealed. This is the first paragraph of Katniss talking about these mutts, and we can already tell that they're mutations, of course. In the movie, they just seem like generic wolf-bear hybrids, like very non-distinct monsters. They're clearly not natural, but they're more generic, I'd say. We now go a page ahead, and Katniss comes back to describing these mutts. The mutts are beginning to assemble. As they join together, they race up again to stand easily on their back legs, giving them an eerie human quality. Each has a thick coat, some with fur that is straight and sleek, others curly, and the colors vary from jet black to what it can only describe as blood. She continues, "There's something else about them, something that makes the hair rise up on the back of my neck, but I can't put my finger on it." She then goes on about how they communicate with some snouts and sniffling and kind of just, animalistic sounds. But then it comes to the realization. Then one of them, a good-sized mutt with silky waves of blonde fur, takes a running start and leaps onto the horn. For a moment it hangs there, and in that moment I realize what else unsettled me about the mutts. The green eyes glowering at me are unlike any dog or wolf, any canine I've ever seen. They are unmistakably human, and that revelation has barely registered when I notice the collar with the number 1 inlaid with jewels, and the whole horrible thing hits me. The blonde hair, the green eyes, the number. It's Glimmer. This is it. The realization that these mutts have been created from the corpses of the tributes of the games. This is genuinely terrifying. I mean, my stomach sank a bit when I read this, when I realized alongside Katniss the true nature of these mutts. This is a detail I can clearly see why the movie decided to omit. It's dark. I mean, it's thematically, in universe, it is very sinister how the Capitol not only is able to do this, but does it for the games, and clearly labels them. I mean, this is not something they're trying to hide. As Katniss pointed out, the one she saw that corresponded to Glimmer had a number 1 labeled and, filled with jewels from the District 1 industry. Also, despite it being dark and probably raising the category of the movie to like M or like rated R, I can also see the movie deciding to skip on this because it would be more expensive. I mean, the first movie definitely was a bet. They were basically pioneering an entire genre, taking a huge bet on a popular book, so they probably did not have the biggest budget, and making distinct models, because we later learned that every single one of these wolf/human mutations is unique because they all resemble the fallen tributes. They would have had to make, from the 24 tributes, the only ones that were alive when these mutts show are Kato, Pita, and Katniss. So they would have to make 21 distinct models, or at least a handful for them to be noticeable, for the the parallels from their former human forms to be noticeable in their new mutated ones. But yeah, this is absolutely great. I mean, Susan Collins really nailed the whole grim side of the Capitol. But they're not only evil in a political sense, but they are also detached from humanity. They are mad scientists going wild. But yeah, I'm gonna continue going through these. As I said, I already finished the first one, The Hunger Games, and I'm already working my way through Catching Fire. You can see there I'm just making a dent in it, but I intend to dedicate some really good quality time to reading. Then I have Mockingjay here as well, and I'm gonna go for the prequels then. I have not read the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. I have watched the movie, but I want to read the book. And also, I want to watch Sunrise of the Reaping, having read the book first, as I did for the Mockingjay movies back in the day. So yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a mid-term goal for me to go through these three and then the two prequels. Stay tuned for more observations and comments like this. Follow me, subscribe. Bye bye.